He's built hundreds of homes, inspired millions, and defined what true craftsmanship means. But even a man as strong and steady as Tom Silva carries scars the world never saw. For over 4 decades, he's been the heart of this old house, teaching us how to rebuild walls and restore dreams. Yet behind that calm smile lies a story of pain, sacrifice, and one heartbreaking tragedy that changed his life forever. Stay with us, because what happened to Tom Silva will make you see this beloved builder in a way you never have before. In 1979, a small experiment on PBS quietly changed the way Americans saw home improvement forever. The show was called This Old House. It wasn't about fame or television glamour. It was about wood, nails, and the art of breathing life back into forgotten homes. Created by Russell Marash and first hosted by Bob Vila, the series introduced something revolutionary. Real builders working on real homes with real tools. There were no scripts, no drama, just pure craftsmanship and storytelling. Families across the country fell in love with the idea that renovation didn't have to be hidden behind closed doors. For the first time, they could see, understand, and even learn how homes were built and restored. By the mid-1980s, the producers were looking for a new kind of craftsman, someone who could not only build, but inspire. That search led them to Silva Brothers Construction, a small family business in Lexington, Massachusetts, known for precision, honesty, and integrity. At the center of it all was Tom Silva, a craftsman whose heart was as steady as his hands. When the show hired Tom and his brothers for a renovation project in Lexington in 1986, they had no idea they were about to meet the soul of the show. Tom wasn't looking for fame, he just loved to build. But when the cameras rolled, his calm explanations and gentle humor immediately stood out. He spoke with authenticity, the kind that comes only from decades of hard work and deep respect for the craft. By the end of that project, the producers realized they hadn't just hired a builder. They had found the man who would define this old house for generations. That same year, Tom Silva officially became the show's general contractor, and nothing was ever the same again. Whether demonstrating how to install siding or explaining the importance of vapor barriers, Tom brought trust and warmth to every scene. Viewers didn't just see a contractor, they saw a mentor. His patience and clarity turned complex renovations into something families could believe they could do themselves. Before television fame, Tom's story began in Boston, Massachusetts, where he was born in January 1947. He grew up in a close-knit family that valued integrity, humility, and hard work. From a young age, Tom followed his father to job sites, sweeping sawdust and watching beams rise. While other kids played baseball, Tom was learning to measure twice and cut once. One of his earliest memories was helping his father build a fallout shelter beneath their home during the Cold War. It wasn't glamorous, but it sparked a lifelong fascination with construction and problem-solving. His father taught him that craftsmanship wasn't just about building, it was about respect. Respect for the materials, the work, and the people you serve. By his teenage years, Tom already had more hands-on experience than many professionals. When he and his brothers launched Silva Brothers Construction in the late 1960s, they didn't just renovate homes, they preserved history. Every beam, every corner, every nail had to be perfect. Their projects became known for integrity and authenticity, and that reputation would later open the doors to this old house. From his first appearance on the show, Tom Silva became the heart of the series. He wasn't just the man with the tools, he was the man who made viewers believe in craftsmanship again. His calm presence, his dedication, and his respect for both tradition and innovation set him apart. When Ask This Old House launched, Tom became the face viewers trusted, traveling across the country to help homeowners solve their toughest problems. No matter where he went, his warm smile and gentle patience inspired everyone who met him. But television never pulled Tom Silva away from his roots. No matter how famous he became, he never lost sight of where it all began, with family, hard work, and craftsmanship. Away from the spotlight, Tom continued to run Silva Brothers Construction, the family company that laid the foundation for his success. Many of the projects featured on This Old House were real Silva brothers jobs, handled with the same care and attention to detail that defined Tom's name. The company grew over the years, but it always stayed true to its core values: family, honesty, and quality. Whether restoring a century-old home or mentoring a young apprentice, Tom lived by one simple rule: do the job right, or don't do it at all. In the late 1980s, just as his television career began to rise, Tom found his greatest joy away from the camera. He married Susan Silva, the love of his life and his anchor through every challenge. Together, they built a home in the Boston suburbs, a 19th-century house that Tom personally restored, one room at a time. The home became a reflection of everything they valued: warmth, tradition, and love. While Tom inspired millions on television, Susan quietly supported him behind the scenes, keeping their family grounded and strong. The couple raised two children, Kate Silva and TJ Silva, teaching them that success isn't measured by fame, but by integrity and hard work. Years later, Kate moved back home, settling just a mile away from her father. When she welcomed her son, Jake, into the world, Tom embraced his role as a grandfather with the same dedication he brought to his craft: patient, caring, and full of wisdom. His nephew Charlie Silva also joined both the family business and the show, carrying the Silva legacy forward for a new generation. Even legends face hardship, and Tom Silva was no exception. Decades of manual labor left their mark. By 2001, the years of lifting beams, crawling through attics, and working through long TV shoots had taken a toll on his body. Health issues forced him to step back temporarily, but Tom refused to let pain define him. He recovered, adapted, and returned to the show stronger than ever. It wasn't easy balancing the physical demands of the job with the pressures of filming, but Tom's commitment never wavered. He believed that every house, like every person, deserved care, patience, and respect. Working on historic homes also brought its own challenges. Many of the properties had structural problems, from bowed walls to crumbling foundations. Add to that the tight schedules of television production, and the work could be exhausting. Yet through it all, Tom kept his promise to his craft, never cutting corners, never sacrificing safety or quality. His calm under pressure and devotion to doing things the right way made him not only a star, but a role model for builders everywhere. Despite his fame, Tom Silva has always remained remarkably humble. His estimated net worth of between $2.5 million and $6 million comes from television, construction, writing, and public speaking. But he has never been one to flaunt success. You won't find flashy cars or mansions in his story. His wealth is built into every beam he's set, every home he's restored, and every life he's touched. His Boston home, an 18th-century structure lovingly restored by his own hands, stands as a reflection of who he is: strong, honest, and enduring. Every plank tells a story. Every wall carries a memory of family and hard work. Beyond building houses, Tom has found joy in creating smaller works of art. He's an avid wood-turner, crafting bowls and vessels in his personal workshop. He shares his creations and woodworking tips online, proving that his love for craftsmanship runs deeper than fame. He's also contributed to This Old House books and magazines, writing guides on home repair, renovation planning, and tool safety. At trade shows and workshops, he speaks passionately about the dignity of skilled labor, urging younger generations to see craftsmanship as both art and science. Today, Tom Silva stands as more than just a builder. He is a symbol of authenticity in a world that often values speed over substance. For over 4 decades, he has shown that success isn't built on luxury or attention, but on consistency, integrity, and passion. He never needed red carpets or bright lights, just good tools, honest work, and a love for building something that lasts. In a world that moves too fast, Tom Silva reminds us that the strongest legacies are built slowly, one beam, one nail, one act of integrity at a time. He isn't just the man behind this old house. He's the man who built a legacy of trust, dreams, and craftsmanship that will stand for generations. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because behind every great home, there's a builder like Tom Silva, turning wood, sweat, and heart into something truly timeless. Thanks for watching.